What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining Shooting Gallery New England today. My name is Joe, and today we're going over the Warcat Tactical in the waistband holster for a Glock 19. Let's check it out. Now guys, before we get started in this review, first of all, I want to give a big shout out to Cape Gun Works over at 96 Airport Road in Hyannis, Massachusetts. They were gracious enough to let me use the spare range for the shooting portion of this video and for YouTube's purposes. This video was filmed on a safe range. We had our eyes and ears to be completely 100% safe, and every gun that we're touching in any video is always safety check, especially with this being a carry gun. So please make sure that you check out Cape Gun Works if you're in the Hyannis, Massachusetts area. So the Warcat Tactical in the waistband holster is what I would say a great starter holster. I've been carrying this for about a month and a half now, guys. I try out different holsters periodically, and some people are like, you can't review a holster if you've only worn it for a month. I call it BS. You can pretty much tell what your holster is going to do within the first month. And this, I've been carrying for a while. I have some, tidbits of information. I also have an out the waistband holster for a Warcat Tactical. This is essentially the same thing, but it's the out the waistband. I've tried it, and I think what I'm going to do is, if you like this video, if this video gets, say, to 500 views within the first week, I'm going to give the out the waistband Warcat Tactical holster away. If you have a Glock 19, please just make sure you message me through email, which is shootinggalleryne@gmail.com, and I'll send you that great holster. Now, for it being in the waistband, I always carry at the 1 o'clock position. This holster surprised me. Check it out. With me being a larger frame dude, holsters are always something I have to consider when I'm carrying a gun. I've always went with the Glock 19 because it's kind of fits that pretty much every man's gun category for me. I actually was using this exact holster in my first training class I took with a great company called On-Site Firearms Training, Ben DeWalt. I used this holster in his class, and I was surprised at how easy it was to holster and reholster. With me being a fat guy, I'm going to have a little bit of a gut. Now, what I noticed is that since I'm running a Glock 19, it's going to be a little bit smaller, and I noticed that I have to kind of lift my fat up a little bit to get this into the holster. Now, it wasn't that hard to reholster and unholster. That was one thing I will say. And for the price point, this is coming in at about like 30 bucks. I can't leave a link, I don't think, to Warcat Tactical, but please check them out. I did get this sent to me from Warcat Tactical, so please big shout out to those guys. I really do like this holster. But let's get into some shooting footage so you can check out how well this works. Now, obviously, it is Kydex made. It has a quick clip, which I really like. I was doing the belt loop attachment method for my belt for a while, and I liked it, but there was a few things I will have to say when you consider this gun. At first, I did have suppressor height sights on this Glock 19, but right now I just have the Meprolite night sight self-illuminating, and again, this is, for YouTube's purposes, a clear gun. There's nothing in the chamber, and the magazine is empty. Now, One thing I am staunchly a critic over is that if I have a holster, when I reholster it, I want that to have a definitive click. This does index off the trigger guard, but this doesn't have that definitive click. So when I reholster it, it just slides in. Some people might not like that, but for what you're getting is actually really high quality. That might be a determining factor if it has a audible click when you reholster, even if it does index off of the trigger guard. But for retention value, I'm not like really yanking on this, but it's staying in the holster, which is what I like. I'm not saying I'm doing jumping jacks or like, you know, doing pull-ups and sit-ups from a bar where this is going to be hanging down. I don't do that. So the retention value is nice. You are able to adjust the retention a little bit through these screws right here. Now, one thing I've noticed with a lot of my holsters, because I'm a bigger guy, and whenever I use the quick clip, I did have to throw some red Loctite on these screws right here. That's not, I've done that with almost every holster I've ever tried. So don't let that be a determining factor as well if you get this holster and you have to reapply Loctite for the screws on the clip. But check it out, it's very easy to use. So when you're considering picking up a holster, please check out Warcat Tactical. They're very well priced, around 30 bucks. Would I buy it with my own money? I probably would, just for like, oh, I need a holster for a gun until I get something a little bit, you know, more my style. This doesn't have the like concealment wing. I think that's a gimmick. I don't carry at directly 12 o'clock to where it would affect it at all, where I would need a concealment wing. I carry at 1 o'clock just because it's easier for me to carry. And one thing is too, it doesn't have a high sweat guard, so I'm not going to get a, like, you know, the plastic or Kydex digging into my gut, which I also did like. But I would say I'd still buy it, just for the fact of it's a starter holster till you can find something different. I want to give a big shout out to the guys over at Warcat Tactical for sending this out for test and evaluation. Thank you guys so much. I really like this holster, and if you guys are looking for an inexpensive first holster for a Glock 19, please consider checking out Warcat Tactical. As always, guys, stay safe, stay shooting. Make sure you're hitting subscribe, like this video, comment down below, and again, if you guys want to win the out the waistband Warcat Tactical holster for Glock 19, let's get this video to 500 views within the first week. And if I will choose the winner, and I'll email you or just reach out, and I'll make sure that we get you that holster. So, stay safe, stay shooting. Peace.